Today, I come to the Senate floor to discuss the Trafficking Victims Protection Reauthorization Act. This has been introduced in the House and now introduced in the Senate by this senator and my colleague and friend, Senator Feinstein. This bill is a product of bipartisan work and much collaboration. I also want to thank Senators Cornyn and Klobuchar, who are true leaders in this area and also introduced their trafficking legislation this week. I look forward to continuing to work with those two senators as well on this issue. Many Americans tend to view human slavery as a thing of the past. We read about it in our history books and collectively cringe at the concept of such injustice. Unfortunately, however, the reality is that human slavery is alive and well, even today, in the form of sex and labor trafficking. According to the State Department annual Trafficking in Person report, human trafficking is a $150 billion business worldwide. Through deception, through threats, through violence, the perpetrators of these crimes will do whatever it takes to turn a profit at their victims' expense. With the introduction of this bill, we're acting as a voice for those human trafficking victims in the United States who cannot speak for themselves. To combat this crime within our borders, we've addressed the scourge on multiple fronts. The bill that we've championed would extend several key victim services that were established under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. It would promote screening of human trafficking victims, enhancing training for federal investigators, and start a pilot program for young people of high risk of being trafficked. Our bill also includes the Survivors' Bill of Rights, a bill I developed with survivors and an advocate named Amanda Wynn, which encourages states to ensure that survivors have at minimum the rights guaranteed to survivors under federal law. Fighting for victims has been one of my top priorities as chairman and now ranking member of Senate Judiciary. I considered it a privilege to shape the law to ensure that trafficking victims receive necessary services. I also take pride in helping law enforcement and prosecutors hold the perpetrators accountable for these selfish acts. Lastly, this bill has the support of the National District Attorneys Association, Rights for Girls, Shared Hope International, Covenant House, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, and the National Center for Sexual Exploitation. I'm grateful for all of these groups and the important work that they do. This bipartisan bill is a strong start, and of course, the work doesn't stop with a single piece of legislation. I look forward to marking this bill up in the Judiciary Committee and getting it signed into law.